Hey everybody, I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to our fourth episode, I think, of Gab with Garima. As you can see, I'm actually doing this one from my phone, and it's all kinds of weird. I don't really know how to hold my phone. I'm not really good at selfies. But the reason I'm here on my phone today is because I'm actually in Miami at our Biller Genie office. We had an executive meeting all day last week, or I'm sorry, all day yesterday, and we're getting a bunch of things done. But obviously, because of COVID, we don't have a lot of people in our office. So I thought it would be a great opportunity to show you around, show you a little bit behind the scenes. So this place that I'm in right now, this is our, you know, social media office, or I guess the office that we would use to make videos. We have a lot of videos on our site. We have a lot of webinars. We do tutorials. So this is kind of a great place for that. We have our office logo up there in the back. You'll see this Biller Genie green everywhere. This is a very sad state of affairs right here. So, for me, I obviously love people, and I've told you that a bunch of times, and not having anybody in our desks because of COVID has been hard. We have our entire team right now working remotely. We have 16 US employees that are all working remotely. Other than today, we have some of our execs in, and that's about it. And we also have over 10 developers in India. So it's awesome. We have a really big team, and I'd love to see them. So I can't wait till this pandemic's over so that we can do that. But I'm going to walk you guys around. So this is kind of our entrance. You can see some of our cool trade show boards and what it is that we do. Obviously, we haven't gone to a trade show in a really, really long time. In this office over here, we've got AJ. AJ, wave to the camera. Say hi.
Hello.
All right, so that's AJ Soto, our chief software architect. He actually built our entire Biller Genie platform. It's really cool. He is super, super smart, and his knowledge in terms of development and managing that team is super exciting. Over here, we have our break room. So, and then servers over here. But let me tell you something about this break room. So in here, we actually have our own nitro brew coffee. Our office is really, really messy right now, guys. I hope that you can bear with us. But again, like I said, people have been working out of here, so we haven't had the need to have a real office. But look over here and show you guys Scott. So Scott is our vice president of marketing. He's the one who actually sets up all of this. Anything that you see is all because of Scott. Over here, we've got Matt Cave.
Hey, everybody.
He's our COO. He handles all of our operations, our support, tech support, everything like that. And right here, say hi, Jesse. So Jesse is our new hire. I know you guys saw last week that I was posting looking for, 2 weeks ago that we were posting looking for a digital content producer. We found someone. Her name is Jessie Brawley. So all of our new updates, everything will be coming from her. So I'm really excited to have her in the office. And then here, right here, say hi. So there we have Tom Ronica. He's our founder and CEO and my partner. I've known him for many, many years. And for those of you who don't know the story of how Tom and I met, it was probably 8 years ago now. I actually was on the opposite side of a transaction. We were buying his company. So it wasn't necessarily super happy, a happy relationship when we first met. We always say that we started as frenemies and became friends. But this here is our conference room. We had a very executive meeting yesterday. It's nice that we have a big conference room because then we're able to kind of all spread out and be socially distanced and have those meetings. What I love about our office is you guys can see how nice our skyline is. You can see out into Miami. See, look at the water. Look how great that is. Yeah, it's definitely a beautiful, beautiful place to work. The only thing is sometimes insulation isn't great. So if you hear cars beeping or honking, just know that we're on the 7th floor. You can still hear it all the way from the street down there. So that's kind of funny. Yesterday we were going over a little bit about what it is that we do. I don't know if you can see that like this. No. All right, let's see. Okay. So this really is one of our most important slides, and we try to show this all the time. It shows what it is that we do. So we are an accounts receivable automation company, and I know that Scott or someone is going to yell at me because this is a really old slide, but that's okay. We were just looking through some stuff. So here, the yellow is what our clients do anyway. So today, if someone has accounts receivable, they have to create an invoice in QuickBooks. Then they have to create a PDF or print it out and send it out via email, snail mail, whatever. Then they have to remind people, every day, every week, every whatever. And then they have to like collect on those invoices by check or cash or credit card. Maybe they're taking it. Maybe they're taking it over the phone. Maybe they're getting a check and they have to go deposit it. Not sure. And then they're having to go back into QuickBooks and actually reconcile that payment. So what do we do that's different? So here, if you can see kind of the part that's in orange, that part the customer handles, they do that anyway. So they create the invoice just like they normally would, and then we take over. We actually send out that invoice for them via email and paper mail on their logo with their branded letterhead. We make it seem like it's coming directly from them. We do that automatically the moment that they hit save. And then we handle all the reminders. So let's say that someone wants to remind someone every 2 days, every 5 days, 10 days, 15 days, whatever it is. We handle all of those reminders. We do so automatically. Someone just sets it up and they never have to think about it again. Then we handle all of the collections. So right built into the Biller Genie platform, we actually handle credit card and ACH, debit, Apple Pay payments. So their customers can pay them super easy. They can set up auto payment, they can set up recurring billing, they can just really get that super simple setup. And then once we get that collection, we actually reconcile it back into QuickBooks for them. So they never even have to log in. They just have to create that invoice like normal, and we totally take over. I mean, our subscribers see an average of 40% reduction in past due invoices, which is crazy because, like I said I've known Tom for a long time. We met each other 8 years ago. We were both in payments, and he owned a payments company, and I worked for a payments company, and that's our background. So I had no idea that there was this big need for accounts receivable automation. It just seems like kind of obvious, like something that people already have or use, but it's crazy because people don't. And 90% of businesses in the world still handle this process, those 5 steps I just showed you, to completely manually. That's insane. Um, so when Tom first told me about Biller Genie, I was like, dude, you're crazy. I'm sure this exists. I don't know what you're talking about. We don't need to do this. There's probably nobody who needs this. And he said, no, I'm telling you there are, because I have customers all the time who wish that they could take payments within QuickBooks. And I was like, are you sure? Really? Is that a thing? But now being at Biller Genie, and ever since I joined, and even before that, doing my research, it's absolutely insane to me how much people need this. And so if you're a business or if you know someone who sends out an invoice, I just want you to think about that process. And if you have any ideas for us on how we can help even more improve people's accounts receivable and get people paid faster, let us know. We're always looking to add to our platform and make it more robust. We have a couple really huge partnerships that we're launching, and so you're going to see a lot of details about that in the next couple weeks. But yeah, things are going really well. We're growing like crazy. And we're really, really excited. I really appreciate all of you getting on and watching Gab with Garima for our 4th episode. Next week, we have an awesome partnership announcement. We're going to be talking to USAE Pay and talking about that partnership and what we're doing for automating AR for so many small and mid-sized businesses. So I can't wait to tell you guys about that, and I hope you guys tune in. So thanks. Have a good day. Bye.